Hi, this is Molly from Lovely Threads, and today I have a video to show you the difference between Stitch in the Ditch and outline quilting. I'm going to be quilting on this cute quilt that has some letters pieced into it. So starting on this letter I, I'm going to stitch in the ditch all the way around the bottom of the letter. Stitching in the ditch is when you stitch right on the seam. This helps accentuate the piecing and sets it apart from the background. Next, I'm going to outline stitch, which would be a 1/4 inch spacing stitch from the seam. I'm outlining on the inside of this eye, but you could also outline on the outside of something as well. I like to use an inside corner to line up the front and side of my foot, and this rectangle shape has all inside corners, so that's perfect. Now once again, I'm going to stitch in the ditch, and I'm using a ruler and doing my very best to get the stitches exactly in the seam. They'll kind of sink right down if you get them exactly in the seam, and sometimes you can hardly even see those stitches. Now I'm going to go back and do some outline stitching on the inside of this square. It's the dot to a letter I. By stitching in the ditch and doing an outline quilting, this is going to really accentuate these cute letters. There is a lot of stopping and starting with this quilting because I do not want stitching from the edge of my letter to the 1/4 inch spacing. Sometimes you can do that and hide it really well, but since I'm working with solid or a nearly solid fabric, I don't want to do that. I want to give it a really clean look. So here I'm working on a letter H and I'm stitching in the ditch. I gently hold my ruler. I have a base underneath and I gently glide my foot along the ruler. Holding the ruler about a 1/4 inch away from the seam would put my needle straight on the seam or straight in the ditch. As you can see here, I'm locking my stitches and starting and stopping right in the same place, disposing of my threads to keep my quilt top clean. Then I'm going to start again in this inside corner of the H and do some outline quilting. So I'll use the edge of my sure foot here to create a 1/4 inch spacing from the edge of the H towards the inside. I just stop and move my ruler at every corner so I have a really nice point, rotating my ruler back and forth. I'll put a link to this ruler down in the comments. Locking my stitches again, and I'll trim them off really short. There you go.